Well, it's finally here. WrestleMania 41 is this weekend. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm not that excited, which doesn't make sense given the level of unpredictability this weekend. A lot of these matches could go either way.
Like a bisexual.
The overly long build-ups and overexposed feuds are what is putting a damper on my excitement, not the talent involved. So I'm sure once the actual event starts, things will change. Nevertheless, here are my predictions for this weekend. Night 1, Match 1. Jade Cargill vs Naomi. This is one of the matches where I'm not sure who will win. I could easily see this match ending in a no finish, with either both women getting counted out or both getting disqualified. The build-up to this match doesn't seem like this should be the climax of such a personal feud, and with it carrying on after WrestleMania, there is the potential to get Bianca Belair involved in it. However, if I had to choose a winner, it would be Jade. Coming off an extended time from the ring and being new to the singles division, she could use the win more. Match 2. The New Day vs the War Raiders for the World Tag Team titles. The repackaging of the New Day has really helped to make that team fresh and entertaining again. Their recent match ended in a disqualification, but seemed to be going the War Raiders' way before that happened. However, I think Saturday, we will be seeing the New Day win Tag Team Gold for the 13th time. Match 3. Charlotte Flair vs Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's title. Like I said in my Royal Rumble video, I wish WWE had held off on this match taking place this year. I feel like if this was taking place at next year's WrestleMania with Tiffany holding the title for that long or being a multiple-time champion, it would make the match more interesting. The winner of this match should be Tiffany, but I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte won. Match 4. Jacob Fatu and LA Knight for the United States title. This is another toss-up match. I think LA Knight makes a good United States champion, and his first run wasn't bad. I could easily see him retaining Saturday. However, Jacob's popularity with the fans seems to increase every week, and him holding the title at the end of the match doesn't seem like it is outside the realm of possibilities. Either way, I feel like this match will lead to further division between him and Solo Sikoa. If that's because Jacob wins the title, and the control Solo once had over him as his tribal chief is further eroded, or because Solo somehow costs Jacob the match, either intentionally or unintentionally. I just don't see that partnership lasting much longer. Match 5. Rey Mysterio vs El Grande Americano. Again with this match, I could see either man winning. Rey winning and unmasking El Grande to reveal Chad Gable just seems like a WrestleMania moment. However, the popularity of El Grande makes me feel like he could be getting the win Saturday, most likely through cheating, and we will see him continue to feud with LWO members throughout the summer, possibly culminating with a rematch at SummerSlam in a mask versus mask match. Match 6. Jey Uso vs Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match is a no-brainer. The winner of this match should be Jey Uso. Given what Gunther did to Jey's brother Jimmy a few weeks ago, this match should be a violent, chaotic match reminiscent of Attitude Era matches where the ref just let them go at it, with a crazy spot or two thrown in for good measure. For the past 2 years, I've said that Jey should get a shot at WrestleMania, and I hope he shows everyone why this weekend. Match 7. Seth Rollins vs CM Punk vs Roman Reigns in a triple threat match. Again, this match seems like a no-brainer. To end night 1 on a happy note, I feel like Punk should be the winner. This is Punk's first main event match at WrestleMania, and therefore, he is the only one of these 3 men not to have won a main event at the grandest stage of them all. So it only makes sense for him to end night 1 as the winner. This also leaves multiple different avenues for these men to go after this match. WrestleMania Night 2. Match 1. AJ Styles vs Logan Paul. According to AJ Styles, he only has a couple of more years left in his wrestling career. So WWE should try to utilize his incredible talent in this limited time to the best of their ability and give AJ another run or two at one of the main titles. However, knowing how WWE works, even with Triple H now in charge of creative, I unfortunately see Logan Paul winning Sunday. Match 2. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria vs Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the women's tag team titles. This isn't a hard decision. Bayley and Lyra are hardly a team, and if the handshake incident that occurred a few weeks ago is anything to go by, they will most likely come out of this match as enemies. Anything can happen in WWE, but I don't see how Liv and Raquel don't leave WrestleMania Night 2 with their tag titles. Match 3. The Intercontinental Title Fatal 4-Way match between Penta, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Bron Breakker. Given the 4 men involved, this match has the potential to steal the show at WrestleMania. Even though he hasn't been there for long, Penta is incredibly popular with the fans. However, I feel like the champ is leaving with his title Sunday night. When it comes to Dom and Finn, I think it is obvious that a breakup in the Judgment Day is coming soon. Whether that is due to a miscue within this match or something more intentional, I just don't see either of those two winning. Match 4. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair in a triple threat match for the WWE Women's title. I really like Rhea Ripley, but I feel like she could use some time away from the title scene. As for Bianca, like I said earlier, it makes sense to involve her in the Jade-Naomi feud after WrestleMania. So that leaves Io, who I think will remain champion on Sunday. Match 5. The Sin City Street fight between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. It would be nice if WWE came up with some interesting spots for this match. Something similar to the Hollywood backlot brawl between Goldust and Rowdy Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 12 would be interesting in Las Vegas, and would help make this match feel more like it deserves to be on a WrestleMania card, and isn't just a SmackDown match without rules. Damian Priest probably could use this win more, but I think Drew McIntyre will come out the winner. Match 6. John Cena vs Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. This is another match I could see either man winning. On the one hand, Cody has been very confident going into this match, so losing would kind of make him look foolish even if it is due to some shenanigans taking place. But even then, he should be ready for something like that Sunday. I could see WWE wanting to go with Cena having a final run as champion during the last year of his career. The promotional material for Backlash is almost screaming Cena versus Orton, and while this could still happen without the title being involved, that would only make the stakes higher. With all that said, I think John Cena will win his 17th world title this weekend. It's not the best way to end WrestleMania, although I'm sure there will be some happy Cena fans. I mean, they still are buying and wearing his shirts despite the heel turn. Just like with Rhea, it might be good for Cody not to hold the title for a while. And although he is very popular with the fans, especially younger fans, after losing I think WWE should keep him off TV for a while. Have Cena have his final run with the belt playing all the old hits. Wrestling Orton, Punk. A match with Lesnar out of nowhere would be awesome. Maybe Seth or Roman too, and then have Cody win the title at SummerSlam or Survivor Series, depending on how long they want Cena's run to go. So that is the card as of right now when I am making this video. I would not be surprised to see a match or two get added, especially since there are only 6 on Sunday. Possibly a Randy Orton match, most likely against Solo Sikoa, or an impromptu Chelsea Green United States women's match, or both wouldn't be too surprising. One final thing I'd like to mention. If things go the way I think they will, it is dumb that Jay vs Gunther did not main event Night 2. The past few months people on the internet have turned on Jay, but he is still one of the most over guys in the company. If he wins the title, like he should, the crowd will go wild, just like they did at the Royal Rumble, and that seems like a much better ending to WrestleMania. Even if that match isn't big enough as some people online would say, then have it close out Night 1 and have the triple threat end Night 2. It is ridiculous that neither Royal Rumble winner is in a main event spot. They can say there are co-main events or however they want to spin it, but everyone knows the truth. It already is devaluing the worth of the World Heavyweight title and winning the Rumble, but in my opinion, if Cena wins, especially if there are shenanigans from The Rock or something like that, it will devalue the whole weekend and just make it feel like another pay-per-view, another Raw, with a tune-in next time ending. So what do you think? Do you agree with my predictions? Or do you see things going differently? And how do you feel about Jay vs Gunther not being one of the main events? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.